What's up guys, welcome back to the channel. Today we are carving this out of blue pine using our template of the month for April of 2023. Let's get started. So before we get started guys, do me a favor, hit that subscribe button and the little bell icon. We really appreciate it. Doesn't cost a dime and it shows that you like what we're doing. So April's template of the month is called God's Love, and Romans 5:8, paraphrasing, says that this is how God showed us his love, that while we were still sinners, he sent Christ to die for us. Might not be a popular belief, but it's what we believe, and we thought it'd make a cool little sign. So we're using the template of the month, God's Love, and then we're also using the 1.5" Bookman font. This is a cool little font. It's pretty easy to carve, and it looks really nice. It's something kind of different. So let's get into it guys.
Single line layout is nice and easy. You want to make sure that your letters are centered in the board, and then you make your marks with your speed square and connect them with a yardstick. That will give you the line to lay your letters on to make sure that they're nice and even. Then, once you have your letters on there, you want to mark in from both sides and make sure that you have the even amount of spacing on both sides of your board. Then you just got to spray it with your primer. You want to make sure to use short spurts on this, that way it doesn't knock your letters all over the place as you're trying to get your outline. The first bit I used is the profile bit at 1/8 of an inch deep. This template is pretty easy to carve, but there are some fine points in there. So you want to make sure you don't start out so deep that you can't get in those fine areas. One nice thing about the Bookman font, other than the fact that it looks good, is that it's pretty simple to carve outset. There are some sharp corners in there, so again, you want to make sure that your profile bit isn't so deep that you can't get into the fine areas. The next bit I'm using is the 90-degree bit at 3/16 of an inch deep. I'm going around the template because I really want this thing to stand out. If you just have a small line around it, it looks pretty simple and plain, but when you give it a big border, once you sand everything off, it really pops. When doing the cloud around the lettering, I like to just try to follow the shape of the line of lettering itself. If you haven't done this too much, it can be kind of daunting, so sometimes it's easier just to make the shape with a pencil to give yourself a line to follow. I haven't done a scalloped edge in a long time, so I wanted to do that on this sign. It's pretty simple. All you got to do is go in and out and make little divots along the board. Now, this was a little bit shallower than it should have been, but Dad recommended that I go deeper, so naturally I have to do the opposite. And as much as it kills me to admit, Dad was right. They definitely should have been deeper. When spraying the black on these signs, you really want to make sure that you don't overspray. I know we repeat it over and over, but it still is kind of an issue for a lot of people. You just want to have a light touch with it. Once your black is all dry, we use the 60 grit disc on the disc sander to get 90-95% of the black off, and then we went back with the 120 on the random orbital to give it a good clean finish and remove the rest of the primer.
Alright guys, so there it is. So I will leave a link in the description below for the Bookman font and God's Love template. If you have any questions, feel free to give me a call, guys. And remember, Romans 5:8. God showed us his love because he sent Christ to die for us while we were still sinners. So, something good to remember. Alright guys, we'll see you on the next one. Bye.